I'm really starting to like the way that this England team are playing of late, and they're putting in some serious performances, coming away with wins from France, Scotland, and now Italy. 3 wins on the trot in the Six Nations. You didn't see this last year, and they are proving to be a very formidable side, especially coming for later on in the year when they're back again. So, couple questions here. Marcus Smith is looking very good at 15. Could we potentially see him there a lot more often? Have England found their new official 10 in the likes of Finn Smith? And would it be so bad to maybe see Ben Earl playing at centre? Right. So, a couple questions which I hope to answer in this video today. But before we crack on, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really does help my channel grow. And I just want to be providing you guys with the best content I possibly can. So, let's break it down, right? In terms of games. So we're going to start England, move on to Italy, and then kind of like an overall. Um, Early on in the game, obviously we saw some brilliant work. England getting a try early on, but 8 minutes in, Ollie Lawrence he gets injured, and this is a big problem because Ollie Lawrence has been an outstanding player for England, but lo and behold, Marcus Smith he comes in, Elliot Daly gets moved about, and man, they put in some serious work today, and Marcus put in a serious performance, not only assisting Ollie Slyton with a try, which was a nice good work try, running the ball down the line, simple pass by Marcus and straight into Ollie using his speed and strength, to kind of get across that line, but then working in to get a try for himself. And this is gonna be, this is gonna be a message is going to be a real big message to the coaching staff and to everyone at England Rugby to say, I do not deserve to be benched. And I think Marcus has put a real big note there to say, I deserve first team. Because I still believe Marcus is one of the only truly elite players that England have. And we saw him coming with this performance again. Early on, 8 minutes in, he gets brought in, and boom, he starts making work. I do feel that he is still a little bit of a slow runner to begin, and kind of work himself into the game. But what a bloody performance! What a performance by Marcus! And like I say, he's sending a message saying, "Do not bench me." We saw brilliant work from Will Stewart, Mr. Twinkle Toes. I don't know what it was. It was him and Jamie George and Genge. They were just they had something about them. They had their feet were fancy. They wanted to be Twinkle Toes. I mean, you see the work that George put in. You see the work that Will Stewart put in. And again, another performance which leads me to believe that Will Stewart is just paving the way for him to get that Lions call up. He is playing his bloody socks off, and he has definitely been, in my opinion, one of England's standout performers. So, really brilliant performance from him. He was such a strong runner of the ball. Genge had a pretty good game. George getting his 100th cap for England, and I couldn't be happier. The guy, he's been an absolutely amazing servant to England, and yeah, it was about time he got that 100th, and he's he hasn't had the most game time, but today he put in a bloody shift. He put in a shift today. I wasn't expecting that kind of shift, but he did bloody brilliantly. Couple players to mention, like Ollie Chesham, who had a spectacular game. Tom Curry, who's quite possibly my favorite English player outside of Marcus. The guy, he's just the Terminator. For me, he is called the Terminator. The guy is bloody working on a bionic hip. He's practically crawling himself off the pitch every single game. but he gets back up and he just keeps coming. He just keeps coming. There's no taking this guy down. And he is such a strong runner of the ball. We saw the damage that he did. He was just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. They could not handle his physicality. He was too strong, too fast, and too smart. So, yeah, brilliant game from Curry. Brilliant game for Ben Earl too, getting himself a late try, which beautifully worked. Italy switched off, and Ben Earl just being Ben Earl, playing brilliantly. That's just phenomenal. Honestly, I can definitely see Ben Earl having a future at center, and I think this is something that needs to be tried more often. To see Ben Earl come in at center. Let me know what you guys think about that. A little bit of a hot take, but I would love to see, especially with Ollie Lawrence out, I would definitely love to see Ben Earl potentially being tried at center. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in relation to that. Um, I want to talk a bit about the Saints boys, because Finn Smith is one player that I truly do believe he is cementing himself a place at that as that official 10, right? We look at the work that he put in. We looked at his passing range that he had today. We look at his vision, how he sits back, you know, he he masterminds a game. He makes the game flow. And then when it's needed, big time needed, he is banging in every single conversion that was there. Outside, I think he missed the last. Um, I'm pretty certain he missed Ben Earl's. He didn't convert Ben Earl's try, but that was like what, the 80th minute, 81st minute, and it was just like it is what it is. Otherwise, Finn Smith had an absolutely stellar game. And that, again, is a big message saying, I deserve to be that number 10. I deserve to be that number 10. And the work that um, Finn Smith and Alex Mitchell do, that brilliant partnership, which we see at the Saints all the time, is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And then you have the likes of Tommy Freeman, who he got himself such a brilliant try. That ball from Elliot Daly was just sublime. It was sublime, just just at Tommy Freeman, and then just he put on his bloody turbo, ran that ball out so quick, and they just couldn't handle Freeman. Um, but normally we're talking about how Tommy Freeman is like this. He's the one outplaying everyone, best winger out there. But today was Ollie Slytom's day, banging himself 2 tries, brilliant tries. My favorite of his tries was actually the second try, where he's just, so quick, so composed. He's got some brilliant balance to kind of wriggle and just spin his way into the try line and just finishing it off brilliantly. So Ollie Slightholm, absolutely brilliant game. The only problem that I have with Slightholm is that guy's hair. I swear it feels like he went into a barber and the barber was blindfolded, and he just kind of said, look, here's a hatchet, use this hatchet and just go buck wild on me. Because that guy looks like he got into a fight with a bloody um with a lawnmower and lost. So yeah, that I don't understand that hairstyle, but maybe it's just me. Boy needs to see a bloody proper barber. But yeah, England had an all-out bloody spectacular game. There were so many brilliant players, so many brilliant performances. Ben Curry had a brilliant game as well. Like I say, just all round brilliant performances. Maro Itoje leading this, and I swear it's something Maro Itoje has in him. His leadership is coming through, but this England side is performing so much more consistently than what we saw in the Autumn Nations. This is a better England. 3 wins on the trot. Beautiful performance. Now, I do understand that Italy is not teams like Ireland, but England beat Scotland, no matter what you might think, whether England won or Scotland lost, those points, the statistics still show England getting that win. France lost to England, and now Italy lost to England. So how are things going to play out? Could England get a fourth win by the end of the Six Nations? Because with France beating Ireland, this has left a sliver of hope for England to potentially come away with the Six Nations win. So let me know what your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And yeah, let me know what you think of those performances. Then we move on into Italy, and Italy had such an up and down game because they had some players had such brilliant performances, and then they just completely dropped down to like they weren't in existence, and then they popped up. And Capozzo is probably the best example where he was making stupid mistakes, and then he just had these moments of brilliance, like absolutely moments of brilliance. You look at the try for that he set up for Vincent. Like this guy, he's like a flea. He's just so quick, and his footwork was so quick. England did not understand what happened, and by the time they realized, Capuozzo was already behind them, and then it was just a simple layoff to Vincent, and poof, gone. Absolutely phenomenal. And Montione, his pass for his little kick to Capuoto was just so brilliant. That ball couldn't have been kicked any better. Ioane just put it directly in front of him. It fell so nicely, jumped straight back up. Like, a rugby ball is very, very difficult because it's a matter of guessing game. It could go left, it could go right, it could go forward, it could go back. But this ball just fell perfectly for Capuozzo, and it fit so well. Brilliant try. But then you just look at some stupid decisions that was made by Capuozzo, some stupid decisions that was made by you know Ruane, like Garbisi. He just wasn't on. He wasn't on bloody form today. His kicking was just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. They should have started Tommaso Allen in that game. They really should have started Tommaso Allen. His foot would just, I don't know. I feel it could have been a different game if Thomas Allen had to be playing from the start. But again, that's just me. Finally, in terms of Italy, I know there's a lot for England, not so much for Italy. Italy, they had moments of brilliance, but ultimately they struggled with England's attack. England were too fast, too quick, and Italy just could not handle. Like I say, moments of brilliance, but ultimately the defense was lacking. Zuliani, his run for Menoncello's try was just sublime. Like, the guy is just an absolute monster when it comes to running. He barged through like four players before getting stopped at the try line, and then it just ended up getting running to run to Menoncello to eventually get the try. But man, what a monster! Another player that I feel should have started. Giuliani is an elite player, and he's such a good run of the ball, as we've seen. It's just, I feel him and Thomas Allen should have started the game. But again, that is just that's just me personally. In terms of Italy, there's a pairing that I love beyond all else when it comes to Italy, and that is that Menoncello and Brex combination. I feel they had brilliant games today, and the other the other players around them just could not keep up. And yeah, it's horrible to say because I like Italy so much, but ultimately their defensive structures were just broken down constantly by England, and they weren't able to give a sufficient reply, and that's why it ended the way it is. So let me know what you guys think in relation to the game. Do you think this game could have been different if Italy had to get those points early on? If a player like Tommaso Allen and his kicking game started the game and was able to dictate play early on before England, got into their role. But yeah, it's a difficult one. And let me know what you guys think in relation to Finn Smith. Is he England's official number 10? Let me know in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.